Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're regular here, you know I review many photographic, audio and video related products. Now today we're taking a look at a camera that the manufacturer sent me. Actually they've sent me two because these cameras work brilliantly in combination with each other. But what we're looking at today is the OBSBOT Tail Air. Now this camera is a unique design. I say it's unique because it doesn't look like the square box that you find with virtually every other manufacturer. And it is a follow focus camera. So it's got a 360-degree pivot. So this camera will pivot up and down and follow you. Now that is great if you're a solo creator like I am and you're moving around a lot. Now obviously a lot of my work is done in the studio here and I don't tend to move around a great deal. There isn't a lot of room to move around in. But it's designed for people that are on the move, out and about doing demonstrations, walking around. The camera will follow you. And I think that is fantastic. It's got a really long battery life, so when you are out and about, it's got a really good battery life with it. Although it's got USB-C input and output, so you can output to a computer if you need to, but it's got USB connection on the back here, which enables you to connect it to either a computer or a USB power block. Now I've got my other camera that they've sent me over there, and that's getting this wide shot of the whole studio. But as I move around, that will follow me. Although I've got it locked off at the moment, so it won't. I'm going to actually turn that on so you can see how well it does work. So you can power it via USB-C, which I'm actually powering over there, and you can record internally to micro SD card. You just put the card in the slot and then it will record internally to a micro SD card that is on there, and it's got a HDMI output which I'm feeding to a monitor again with a second camera over there and feeding to a monitor so I can actually check the view. But you can also load the OBS Center software that enables you to monitor it actually on a computer. And that's the other great thing with these two cameras. Not only are they designed to be able to record internally to micro SD cards, you can actually stream with them. They are streaming cameras and that is fantastic. So you can either stream via an Ethernet cable. Now they do supply this as an optional extra, an Ethernet adapter, so you connect your Ethernet lead into there, that'll go into your computer via USB-C, and that will provide the power and the streaming signal, your internet signal basically. So you can actually stream out via OBS or any other streaming software, to whatever, whether it be Facebook, whether it be YouTube, and do your live streaming with, in this case, two cameras. And also because the cameras move, they will follow you. They do stream in 4K, they also shoot in 4K. I've got the settings set to 4K. You can go through all the settings with your OBS software here. You can also get a preview image. You can click on preview and you can see there's a preview image of what you're actually looking at, and then you can cut between the different cameras. So I'm using them as independent cameras just for this particular review. This is more of an introduction as opposed to a full in-depth review, because I want to go out and about and do more with them to be able to show you really what these cameras are capable of. Now they also sent me a remote control. I adore this remote control. The remote control has three buttons on the bottom here, so you can set it for which camera you want. So you can actually control three cameras from this remote control. You see the green light is glowing on channel 1. That's because that's the camera over there that I'm operating. If I was operating camera 2, I've got this one labeled as camera 2, then the second button would glow. I haven't got that one turned on, so it's not glowing. And they're saying you can adjust, as I said earlier, you can adjust everything. So I can move the camera around if I want to. That was a bit erratic. So I can move the camera around just by adjusting this, and I can zoom in. And there is on here a little human. So if I click on that, that'll reposition the camera to actually pick me up. So if I do that, you see that it's automatically repositioned the camera, and that's tracking now. So that will track me according to wherever I go, because it's 360 degrees. It's just tracking me wherever I go. So if I talk around and I'm talking over here, or I'm talking to that camera there, I would actually probably be talking to the camera, that camera. As I talk to that, that'll track me. and carry on picking me up. And I think that is great because it's shooting in 4K. The tracking ability is wonderful. My little Sammy's come into the studio. Here he is. There's my little Sammy. So I don't think it's got cat detect, but that's little Sammy. Doesn't like being picked up, do you, little fella? Oh, see, he gets really nasty. You go down there, sweetheart. Oh, you don't want to sit there. You want to go back out, do you? Go on then. Go on. Out you go. So you can see that's still tracking me. Wonderful. I mean, works an absolute treat. So I will be using these cameras a great deal in the future because of that tracking ability, and because I've got two of them, I can have one at one angle, one at another, and then I can use a track and then cut them on my computer afterwards, or I can use the Ethernet cable and use it for live streaming. As I haven't done any live streaming as yet, I've obviously not set that up, but you can see now that's gone back to literally tracking me if I don't like that angle, because I don't like everything to be too center when I'm not doing moving around. I can just hit that face button again on here, click on that face button, and then I've got total control as to where I position the camera. I would probably position it there. I think that zoom is about right. Maybe take it in a bit tighter, and leave it set up like that. So being able to do that remotely from sat here, I think is great. It's extremely responsive, so the whole system is responsive. And being able to, as I say, do all the settings on your computer, you set it up, format your card, and all the other settings, your streaming settings you set up using this particular software. And on the top left here on the software, it lists what cameras you've got connected. It says add device. Obviously I've only got the one connected. If I had the two, then I can scroll between the two cameras, or three cameras, or whatever it might be. But I love using the remote control because it's nice and easy. As long as I've got the cameras labelled so I know which one is which, then that's absolutely fine. A tripod mount on the bottom, so you can mount it on a tripod if you wanted to, or freestanding. And it's a nice weight to it. It's not heavy, but it's more than heavy enough so it won't get blown over in the wind if you're outdoors. Really, really nicely made, very high quality construction here. As I say, and it's a 360-degree pivot, so it will pretty much follow you all the way around. And I have noticed if I move out of shot, it picks me back up beautifully. It's really, really clever system. So yeah, I'm really impressed with these little Tail Air cameras from OBSBOT. Yeah, brilliant piece of kit. I would like to thank OBSBOT for sending me these cameras for review. I seriously do appreciate that. There will be a lot more videos coming regarding these cameras and what you can use them for, and I leave links in the description of this video where you can find further information and where you can purchase these cameras from. So stay tuned for more videos relating to these particular cameras, and I hope you enjoy this video, or this introduction video to this system. So thanks very much. Cheers for now. Bye.